Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, we are going to unbox some books, and at least one of those books is a purchase. There's a total of 3, at least one of them is a purchase. 2 of them might be A-OKs. I know at least one of them is an A-OK. The second one could be, or it could be a book that I ordered that I forgot about. We'll see soon enough as soon as we crack it open. But one of the ones that I'm actually going to open up was prompted by a new Netflix series that is actually supposed to drop today. And as soon as I do this video, I'm actually going to go in the other room to watch it because it literally hit me that today is the day that this show was supposed to be dropping. So super pumped about that. Without any further ado, let's open up some books. And I will tell you that I actually have another stack of books off to the side that I'm actually going to open up as well, because I only have 3 boxes here to show you guys. But I was digging in my shorts earlier today and came across some pretty awesome books that I want to share with you guys. So definitely encourage you to stay tuned for that part of the video. Clear airbags. I've never seen that before. Those are cool. I may have to repurpose those. All right, so there is a slab inside, and this one's packed pretty nicely with some nice little pull tabs, and it's in a padded envelope. So we're gonna open this up, and they did pull tabs on the inside. Very nice, considerate seller right there with the pull tabs. Makes my life so simple. Let me move that out of the way. The receipt there. Stick that tape. I'm going to reuse that bubble wrap. Then they use blue painter's tape. How about that with the pull tab? I like this seller more and more and more. All right, so the book in question, getting my first look at the book here right now. And this one's cool. This is cool. Couple of scuffs on the back side of the case, which I don't really like, but it's a really nice book here. This is a 9.8 white pages of Old Guard #1. And a subscriber by the name of Scott, actually turned me on to this title from Image, and it is a really good title. I actually sat down and read the first 6 issues basically in one day because it was that good. And then I heard that it was going to be a Netflix series, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy this book. And I was able to use a couple of discount programs, some eBay Bucks points, and also some Rakuten dollars to be able to get this book for a fair price. I basically got it right at FMV. Is a little bit above FMV to begin with, but with the discounts and things like that, it got it much closer to FMV, and so I felt very good about that. And for those that don't know, FMV is the fair market value for a comic, and you can get that from various price guides that will give you what the fair market value is. And I'm a big fan of trying to get as close as possible to FMV, and if I'm not able to, I at least want to knowingly pay more for a book versus accidentally. Like if I know what the FMV is and I really want the book, I might pay above FMV, and I'm actually okay with that because I'm going into that situation with my eyes wide open. So Old Guard, definitely pleased to have that book in the collection. And we're going to open up the box here that I know for a fact is an A-OK. And this one actually comes from Silver Age Surfer. He is a person that likes to send A-OKs. This is how he says thank you to me for the videos that I put out on the channel. It's like a physical thank you. And so I'm very appreciative for him sending A-OKs because it gives me, you know, some content, and I'm able to honestly add some really awesome stuff to my collection. I mean, he sent me posters and things like that have been really awesome. Just nice stuff that I can add to my collection. In some cases, people send me some things that I end up passing back to the comic book community, and I think folks are actually okay with that as well. So we're gonna see what this one is, and the person taped it up in a way that makes it a little hard for me to get access to it. They put a piece of cardboard inside of a poly bag and then taped it. You guys probably saw it, the book. I forgot he told me he was sending these. I actually cannot show you this book. I forgot that this is what he was going to send me. He actually sent me a series of books for a project that I'm working on. And you guys will see this book. You will see this book in about 5 months. If you didn't see it accidentally there on camera, you will see that one in about 5 months, because I am working on a project, a Christmas related project, and Silver Age Surfer knows that, so that's why he sent me these books. And this one also could be another one from him. He actually uses third party people. He actually buys things through people and then has those people send the items to me. So that's why I'm always not quite certain who it comes from unless they follow his directions and actually put, A-OK from him on the label, and not everyone actually does that. So that's why there's always a little bit of confusion associated with these AOKs and whether it's something I ordered or something that he sent. And this is another book. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I wish I could show it to you. I can't. I cannot show it to you because that would ruin the purpose of my video down the line. Two very cool books. Is that textured? Okay, yeah, oh, wow. All right, cool. Very, very cool. So you guys will see those in a couple of months. So it's a good thing that I actually had this extra stack of books sitting here, because that would have been very bad. So I was going through some bins, and I was going through a Batman bin, and I found this Batman bin in the storage facility. As soon as I looked inside, I was like, this is a bin that is going back to the house. And I grabbed it, I put it on the cart, added some stuff to the cart, and then I wheeled it out of there. And I literally just had an opportunity to go through this bin a few hours ago, and I found some really awesome books and also multiple copies of a lot of these books. So the first one is Batman 357, and I believe that this book is considered to either be the first cameo or the first appearance of Killer Croc. There seems to be a little bit of ambiguity, and I didn't have an opportunity to look it up to see what CGC actually says about it, but this is Batman 357. I've actually found maybe 10 copies of this book in the collection. There have been several stashes that I've actually found in multiple bins. And just recently today, I think I found at least 5 copies. So I think I have a nice healthy stack of that particular book. And to cover my bases, I also have issue 359, which is basically the first cover appearance of Killer Croc. And this is actually a pretty cool cover. I mean, the Rogues Gallery, if you will, associated with Batman is actually here on this cover, and they are essentially all staring at Killer Croc. So they're very cool. I think there are only 3 copies of this particular book in the bins thus far, but that doesn't mean that that's it. So fingers crossed that we're able to find more. This next book, I think that this is the first appearance of Robin in his new costume. You guys will probably correct me on that if that is incorrect. This is Batman 368. I have actually found a lot of copies of this book, like 30 copies of this book so far, a lot of this one. And it's actually a really, really fun cover to this one. And we'll see how many more I actually am able to find in the collection as I continue to work my way through it. Next up, we have Batman 373. I think I have just about I want to say 2 copies, maybe 3 copies of this particular book. But again, just really awesome Batman books in fantastic shape. It's one of those things that I think that this collector definitely had an affinity, not just for DC, but specifically for Batman, because I find more copies of Batman keys than any other title elsewhere, and so I think that there's definitely an affinity for Batman. Next up is a big Batman book, and this is a book that I have seen on social media for years. For years, I've seen this book, and then today stumbled upon a copy of Batman 386. And this, for some reason, is just a striking cover. I really just enjoy this cover. This is introducing the Black Mask. And not only did I find 1 copy, I was able to actually find 4 copies of this particular book, and each one of them is pretty darn nice. So definitely pleased to have found those. Next up, I found the anniversary issue number 400. This is actually there's actually an introduction. I think it's a 2-page introduction from Stephen King right here. And it wasn't until a few months ago that I realized just how long Stephen King has had a relationship with comics. I don't know that I fully appreciated that before, but he has a long and storied history with comics, and so definitely pleased to have found this one in the cover in the collection, and definitely a cool cover from Bill. I actually did not know Bill Sienkiewicz actually did any work for DC until I found this issue earlier today. So definitely a cool thing right there. Next up, I was able to find a couple of really cool books. This is Batman Year 1, Part 1, issue number 404. And then I also found Year 1, Part 2, issue 405. And I have multiple copies of each one of those books. That is a cool cover. This one right here, I really like this cover. Super simple, but very, very striking to me. Next up, issue number 410 of Batman. This, I believe, is the origin of Two-Face, and I think there's a couple of copies of this particular book. And then the very last book that I'm actually going to show you from the collection, well, I'm actually going to show you a couple, but this is Batman 567, and I believe that this is the first appearance of Cassandra Cain, I want to say. Now, what makes this particular book really cool is not only is it the first appearance, it's also the newsstand. This is the newsstand version, I do believe, and I have a total of 5 copies of this book in the collection. I haven't pulled out the 5th copy, but today I found 4 copies, and all 4 of them are newsstand copies. So definitely pleased to have found these in the collection. This is a book that I actually I found the 5th copy a few weeks ago in a video while I was digging in my shorts, and there were lots of comments. People were like, "You passed over that book. You passed over. Go back. Make sure you pull that book out." I did go back. I did pull it out, but these are some additional books that I actually found today. So again, I told you guys that I was only going to show you basically one more book from the collection, but I am going to show you one additional book, and this is a book for your collection. And this is this week's Go Collect giveaway. It is Fantastic Four number 112, and this is nothing more than a classic Hulk and Thing battle issue. This cover to me is really, really fantastic. I have a copy of this in the collection. I absolutely love it. So when I saw it, I had to buy it so that I could actually give it away to you guys. So this is this week's book. It is a really, really nice copy. 7.5. And that is not a bad grade for this book at all, especially with this black cover, especially given its age from 1971. This thing is pretty solid. So if you are interested in winning this book, all you have to do is head over to the community tab. Once there, look for a post where I'm talking about this week's giveaway. There will be a link there. You click that link, you go to MailChimp, you plug in 3 pieces of information. 2 of them are relevant to you, and 1 of them is a phrase that I'll give you in just a moment. You plug that in, then you tune in to the Ready, Set, Go preview show to find out if you are the winner. The show airs on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. You don't have to be there to win, but you definitely have to watch the show to find out if you won. And then you have 1 week to actually claim your prize. The phrase for this week is battle rap. I've been watching battle rap on YouTube. What can I say? This is a battle. I've been watching battle rap. So the phrase for this week's book is battle rap. 2 words, battle rap. Plug that in, and then you are in the running. And I definitely want to wish all of you good luck with this week's giveaway. I hope you win. I really do hope you win because I would love to package this up and send it out to you. If you enjoyed this video, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind so we can mix it up in the comment section. And if you need to reach out to me, you can do that as well on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.